Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Apex Investor. Today is our daily stock update. I'm looking at Naked, uh, and we can see it rallied today almost 20%. Uh, you want to get this between, I'm going to say 8 cents to 40. 8 to 40, that would be a good pickup. And this could rebound for you at least to 70 cents or so and above. Looking at the volume today was above the average. So this has been a pretty active stock, and it's not OTC either. So interesting stock. I've been tracking that since the January. It was one of the Wall Street Bets stocks. Today, the big news is AMC and GameStop had big rallies today. Not massive, but significant. 10 points, 10 percentage points for GameStop. It was up $17. So let's take a look at what I believe it's not true support, but it is short term support. So if you're a day trader, which I'm not, this is looking like your short term support. However, short term support like this is it's very fragile. It can collapse. Like looking at this 160, 161, 162. Yeah, that is short term support, but in the long term, it's not very solid. It's going to collapse and go down to 140 and below, eventually to 120 and below. But the volume really drove it. Actually, didn't really drive it at all. It was about half the average. So it wasn't the volume. It was probably something else. AMC as well rallied 24%, $8. So again, we see the same thing. Volume was just about the average, just below average slightly. But looking again at the short-term support, if you're a day trader, was that the short-term support? I would say yes. 31 dollars is the short-term support if you're a day trader. Again, that's not what I promote on this channel, to be day trading. Day trading, yes, can help you somewhat, but if you're a long-term investor, you're going to make a lot more money. Uh, the difference is in percentages. So, for instance, if you're day trading, yeah, you'll make 25% plus, but if you're doing long-term investing, you'll make 100%, even to 1,000%. So I think that the benefits far exceed the cons, is in terms of waiting. And my best trades in my life have all been long-term investments, specifically Nintendo, Beyond Meat, and things like that. So MetaMaterials is down 8%. Again, not to be discouraged. I've been saying this stock, uh, the bottom is closer to $3. You're looking at a true support level of $3. Uh, yeah, $3 is looking like the real support, which unfortunately I didn't notice until later on. Until later on, when after the fact, after having bought the stock at the prices I did, if I did enter at this uh, price range, $3 or so, or just below that, I would be killing it big time because I already know the stock is going right back up to $20 and above. Because this is not even with a news catalyst. Just this is only with the merger and just rumors, but not really anything solid like a deal with Tesla or Northrop Grumman or any big contractor like that. So expect a news catalyst such as a deal with Tesla or Northrop Grumman or fill in the blank, Samsung, whatever, Apple. The stock will not just go to 20, it's going to go to probably 30, 40. And your patience will have been, you'll be rewarded for your patience. So this is an incredible fire sale deal right now. Getting this at the prices it's going for, 308. We can see it went down to 308 today. So 308 again is not really support. True support is right around $3 and below. Is it going to go down to 52 cents? I don't believe so. I don't foresee that happening. But $3 around 250 to $3 is looking like true support, especially this volume right here around there with 320, $3. We can see a big amount of volume right here around $6 as well. It didn't really. I'm not sure if that's just selling off or buying support, but $3 is looking like true support, just around $3 and under, but no lower than no lower than $2, in my opinion. Again, these are my opinions. I'm not a financial expert or advisor, so take what I say with a grain of salt. You do you. I'm gonna move on. And the volume for Meta was just above average, around the average. Going to Finviz next. I'll save you some time and just open it later. Okay, so we're here at finviz.com. Big winner today was ARDX uh, with minus, actually, big loser. Big winner, big loser, minus 73, just about 74%. Uh, and they were as high as, what is that number? $8, around $7, and they're down to 201. So what happened there? We'll investigate. Nuro, NURO is the big winner, plus 207%. Okay, so let's take a closer look at ARDX. See what happened. Are they going bankrupt? I'm not sure. Um, RSI, totally oversold, incredibly oversold. This might be a good buying opportunity depending on what is going on. They're getting crushed today. Why? FDA rejected its kidney disease candidate pitch. Okay, you know what? This might have some potential. It could go bankrupt, but if you're a gambler, you might want to look into getting into this. I personally don't recommend it, but it's nice to watch something like this and just to see where this is going to be going. You could make a killing on this. Maybe pick up a couple of shares just for fun. This broke support right here. You can see 246, around $2. It did break support. And I don't know if there's a day's range here, but 496, it closed at 201. Wow, okay. It's definitely oversold. It really tanked. It was healthy for a good while too. If you look at the macro chart, you look at it for the last 6 years, 6 7 years. It's actually been pretty healthy. It did see some drops, maybe 3 times, and then this is the fourth one. So this might rally actually. It's pretty much broken the lowest support level seen in the last 3 years. So you've got a good chance of this going right back up to $6, but it's going to probably take you a long time for this to come back up. I'd say as much as 6 months to as long as 2 years for this to go right back up to $6. But if you do buy into this, you'll be tripling your portfolio. So that's plus 300%. Um, and maybe at best, maybe $15, but that might take an even longer time. So you're going to have your money in there just baking in the oven for a long time. But ARDX, you could do worse. But again, biotech, I'm very wary. However, the RSI is looking good because it is big time oversold. Institutional ownership is 88%. That bides very well, showing that you've got a lot of big investors who believe in this company, and the market cap is just under a billion. Looking at the comments here, I don't like to read these, but let's just look at what they're saying. See the sentiment here. Okay. Sava is another one. I mean, based on superficial study. Okay, so people are panicking. So I smell panic and fear. Might be a good time to buy this stock. But again, I'm not recommending this. I don't want to. I don't want to be accountable for people losing their money. But just watch the stock. The RDX is an interesting stock to watch over the next 6 months to 2 years. See if this will rally back to $7 and such, where it was just not too long ago, maybe just yesterday. So interesting. Okay, so that's all for Finviz. We'll head over to Twitter, look at Peli Karas, what he's doing there. Okay, so just a word to the wise. Those of you who have bought into metamaterials, such as myself, you've been warned. This stock is being severely attacked. It's being severely shorted, more than most stocks on the market, possibly even more shorted than AMC and GameStop. I feel like the shorts they haven't completely left those two stocks, but some of them have left in significant amounts. So Meta is again number two. Yesterday was number two most popular trending stock, right behind AMC. That's a sign that this is due for a squeeze. Again, when is a squeeze going to happen? I can't tell you with with precision exactly when. I'm not going to give you a date as to next week or next month. I will give you a more realistic range, and you're looking at uh, closer to the end of the year, specifically January 1st, 2022. And between then and April 1st, 2022, that's just giving them enough time to distribute the dividend, because at that time the shorts will have abandoned a lot of their positions. Uh, he's tweeted today, uh, just a little short ditty. Oh, two. Okay. He retweeted. That was yesterday, and then he said there's a fake account reported and blocked. So he's on top of things. That's a good thing. Let's go over to Wall Street Bets, and I don't want to waste your time, so I'm just going to scan through it offline. And if there's anything, I'll let you know. Okay. So looks like Nvidia had a stock split today, and there was a panic as a result. So I'm going to take a look at Nvidia and see how much it is and what's going on, what's support and all that. Very good stock. One of the best stocks you can invest in, depending on the entry price. Very stable company. So let's take a look at that and just let that load. Just let me pause it for you. Okay, 186. All right, I don't know why you said minus 70%. I suppose with the stock split, when you take that into account, it is a lot more than what it appears to be. Um, so there's 42 million volume, so it's a large amount. Obviously, with the stock split, I'm not sure how they, what number they divided that into, how many stocks were split into. Uh, I don't know. Let me just take a look. Okay, so Nvidia did a stock split, reverse stock split 4-1. So if you had four shares, you now have one, which increased the value of the stock. So the price before this, the stock split was, what was it? 750. Okay. Does that make sense? Four for one. Okay, I'm not sure. Isn't it when you take four and you put them into one, the price should go up? So why did the price go down? Unless it's reverse, unless it is a real stock split, one for four. So that would mean it would mean around, it would mean 184 would be the value here. Um, okay, well, let's look at the macro chart and see where support is. Looks like support is around 115, 120. Excuse me. Okay, we have a level of support at 120, 115 for NVIDIA. This chart is the maximum chart, the last 21 years. 130, wow, okay. So you're looking at a support level for NVIDIA around 115, 120. So we still have got a ways to go if you want to get into NVIDIA. But again, very stable stock. And resistance level, the roof for this, and it's hard to say really, looks like 200. I'm going to say 200. So if you buy this at 115, 120, you sell at 200, you're making almost almost 100%. Okay, so that's all for that one. Good news for MetaMaterials. Meta made the Wall Street Bets top 20 posts, most popular vote post today on Wall Street Bets Reddit subreddit. So it says here, update MetaMaterials position. Decided to make some lemonade today. He added to his 150,000 YOLO position. So he's got over a, what is this? I'm trying to see the cost. So he has 191,000 shares and a total of $674,000 invested. Uh, and looks like, well, we don't know the average, but he's down 6%. So he's not down too much. So this person is getting in at a good price. And we can see the comments here is 149 comments. So this is pretty hot. And people can see, yeah, it is highly undervalued and shorted. This is the one Wall Street Bet should be talking about, but ignoring for all these stocks such as Wish. When will people see the opportunity here? 75-day account trying to push a random stock. Nope. That's why am I upvoting? He's not. Are you kidding me? Okay. Why is this company undervalued? Well, if you do your research, you'll see exactly what this company is about and all their connections with the governments. Um, American, U.S. government, German government, Canadian government. They've got some contracts with Airbus, with Boeing, and Lockheed Martin, and potential deals. Actually, they already are doing business with Samsung, among other people, and Panasonic. So, uh, again, this is the period of quiet, of silence, where they cannot announce any PR for I think 30 days or so. So things will be very different in the fall, come August, September, and very different again by the end of December, going into January 1st, 2022. April 1st, 2022, if the stock isn't above $4, I should say if this is below $4. So if it's four even, this channel will still be up. But if we're 3.99 and below, I'm going to be closing down this channel. Okay, so I'm just going to scan through these comments. Looks like um, people are saying everyone jumped on because of dividend. Well, you know what? That's kind of short sighted because this company, again, even without the dividend, are worth at least $20. Okay, revenue has been low because they've concentrated on R&D, research and development, working with Lockheed Martin, Caltech, Samsung Advanced Institution of Technology, uh, Boeing, Dalhousie University, Panasonic, Denso, Sony, Mazda, and many more. So I didn't even know they're working with Sony and Mazda. Now they're ready to start rolling out products with partners, some being transparent, antennas, the 5G, a glucose monitoring system, which I have to add is a wireless or non invasive uh, system, solar panels, so increasing the power towards the solar panels, making them more efficient, energy efficient, and absorbing more energy, laser protection, eyewear, and others. They have numerous government deals that include one with the United States Operations Command, so SOCOM, and also with the Department of Defense. They just added Yaroslav Orzumov, top in the metamaterial field, to their team. I didn't know that. Thanks for adding that. It's definitely still very early for this company, but they have a very bright future ahead indeed. They are looking like the next Tesla. They could actually be bigger than Tesla. I just thought of that reading this post because Tesla doesn't deal with all these industries, only EV. Although Elon Musk does have his SpaceX. This stock can jump high anytime soon. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. This is the one that went under the radar. So a lot of people are missing out, but good thing it did make the top 20 posts on Wall Street Bets. Okay, I'm going to pause the video once more and open the best post from MetaMaterial subreddit, and we'll look at those. Okay, so there are quite a number of pep talk posts on Meta, and I'm going to just chime in on these pep talk posts. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm going to add on to what they're saying. Uh, Someone posted that this is your time to get in early on these stocks or on this stock, Meta in particular. Uh, I think the best analogy for Meta in this current scenario is AMC when it was between $3 to $10. A lot of people did buy AMC at $10. A lot of people did buy MetaMaterials at $10. People are picking up uh, MetaMaterials between $3 to $6, and that's a great deal. We can see where AMC went. It went to $20, eventually to 40, and then 50 and 60. The same thing is very much in the cards for metamaterials. It's going to take some time. It may not take 6 months. It may take could take 6 months, but it could take a lot longer. It could take a year. It could take 2 years. But if I were to show you, 2 years from now, the price of Meta is $50, $60, wouldn't you say that this period of time was exactly what I was telling you about, where AMC, when I use that comparison, that analogy, when AMC was between $3 to $10, that was a steal. And same situation with Meta, it is a steal. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just telling you the truth. And this channel wanted to be known as a transparent channel. And if anyone disagrees, comment uh, whatever your thoughts are on whatever stock, and I'm open to considering what you have to say, provided I can fact check you. There's a tweet here. Can the real account tell us why insider ownership is so low? George, I guess is the real George. They haven't updated their data yet. Wow. For example, I currently own more than 11%. We're told the next 10Q filing should fix some of the data discrepancies. Hope this helps. That does help. That helps a lot. that means a lot of this downward price action is just because they didn't update their data. So if I told you, for example, my portfolio, it looks like it's less than 10,000, but I just haven't updated you. I mean, the database hasn't refreshed, and if I would give you the real time number, it's actually a lot higher than that. But due to technical difficulties, it just can't show you the real number. So I think that's exactly what's happening. It needs to be refreshed. It takes time. That's part of the process. So we can't. You have to be patient. We have to be patient. U.S. market sector not updated. Yeah, you can see a lot of these things. It is it's a process. You have to wait for it to finish. I mean, it's like again building a house. You don't move in when the roof hasn't been put up yet, and then it rains, and then it's a horrible plan. It's not how you plan things. Okay, 10Q tweet. So I have four tabs left to read. I'm going to pause it so you don't have to wait through this loading. And mark this date and time, July 20th, 2021. We have 10,400 members of the Meta subreddit and around 748 online, or precisely. So how many members will we have next year? Probably double, probably double. We'll see, depending on what happens with the price. But again, I put my channel, I bet my channel on this stock and a lot of money on the stock too. So George just replied to someone's question, and I just read this. But this person does their deep analysis on this tweet. At first glance, this means nothing. It's a reply. That's it. First, look at his history of replies. He doesn't reply much to just anybody. Let's dig a little deeper. Interesting stats after hours. This is from June 22nd. Percentage of trades over their respective earning days. Okay. So after their earnings days, there's how many percentage of trades occur. I'm looking at the pre. So pre and post. Okay, it's hard to read that. Okay. So pre is this before the earnings days, and this is after the earnings days. So a lot more volume going in. Remember this? I'm assuming most people went along with the idea that this was hinting at the merger that just suddenly happened after hours. But think about the future dates. 40 days after the merger would land us just before August the 10th. What's so special about August the 10th? That's Meta's earnings date, aka the day they released their 10Q after hours. Oh my goodness, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be a slaughter. Could go either direction, but I'm anticipating most likely in the green. Remember, George didn't find this chart. He made it. Whoa, he made it? What does it say at the top? Percentage of trades over the respective earnings days. Okay, so he made this chart, which means he's a very strategic minded individual. George has been telling us that it is a process, and I'm telling you this same thing on this channel. If you don't believe him, leave. You should not be investing in a company you think has incompetent management. Even at a huge loss, you can make your money back later faster by finding a stock with competent management. Competent management. If you think you know the industry and process better than George does, then go create your own company. I'm going to insert there. Create your own metamaterials company. Otherwise, stop complaining. Stop listening to the FUD. Enjoy the memes. Edit. I see a lot of price predictions of $1 and lower from zero karma accounts. Yeah, just ignore them. Uh, but I'm telling you, support is looking like $3 and maybe 250 at the lowest, but no lower than $2. So, so you're saying there's a chance? Yeah. Okay. So great post. Uh, very Kowalski esque. Yeah. So that's going to be between now and August 10th, which is what is that? That's about 21 days from now. We're going to see a lot of lows. We're going to see the stock take big hits, just like it did today. So don't lose heart. You just have to strap strap down or buckle up your seatbelt. Tie your shoelaces, pull up your socks and everything, because you're in this for the long haul. Uh, and this stock is going to $20. I mean, you just have to weather the storm. You know, that's what it is. Weather the storm. It's going to be a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt for the next 11, or I should say 11, 21 days. And even after that, there's going to be some attacks, but, uh, there's going to be new new levels of support that we're going to see. Uh, it could be the next level of support might be $10. It might be really solid at $10 after the 10Q, after the quarterly. And then, they can start releasing more PR. I bet many of you found AMC. This is the post I was talking about. I bet many of you FOMOed into AMC at $60 plus and GameStop at $300. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I did go into GameStop at was it 320? That was in January. This is your chance to finally be bloody early. I bet y'all were jealous of people with $10 cost averages in AMC and $40 cost averages in GME. Yeah, for sure. Um, I got into AMC at $16, average down to 8. I saw 70% go down the drain. And a lot of people saw even more loss. So a lot of people did sell before the squeeze. The key is patience. Agreed. I realistically believe, even though without all the TSMG days and squeeze theories, we all see our money back in January. Yeah, I agree with that. We're going to break even at the very least in January to $10 and over. The reason I'm thinking this is dividends will be paid out by the end of the year. Well, we'll see. Again, December 28th is the latest they can sell off the assets from Torchlight. So I give them again 3 months grace period to fully distribute every single dividend, and nothing is lacking. I don't know the dividend amount, but even for $5 every share, and that money is being used to buy the stock, it will cause a price increase, possibly a squeeze due to a gamma squeeze. And of course, you also have this scenario, the realistic, not realistic, but just the reality that the shorts, if they don't cover their positions by then, they would have to pay us our dividend. That's what is going to happen if they don't leave. So once they leave, you're going to see this price reflect the reality of how much it's worth, the real value, the true value, not this manipulated mental price that it's again it's all mental or psychological. I see the January options for Meta like the June 18th options for AMC, which I saw back in January. Good point. This person's onto something. User Chahate. Okay, Chahit. No doubt this company will do great. I'm basically holding 25,000 shares and I'm down almost $265,000. Okay. My AMC options got killed, costing me 1.6 million. Wow, this guy's a big big spender. Along with my GME options for another 100K. Only thing I wish I'd done is buy more stock rather than options. And that's what I do. I just buy stock, not options. I'm holding my AMC GME stock to the death, and now Meta will be added to that list. Patience is what it will take, and that's what this channel is about: long-term investing and patience, self-control. We're human. We can't take a loss well. Uh, yeah, I guess that's default human behavior. So I get many of you stare at the charts every day, and I look at that's what I do in this channel. I look at the chart every day after hours. I don't uh, do live streams during our trading sessions. I don't do it when they're trading. I wait for the trading to be done. I don't even look at it during trading. I just because I know uh, the the earliest I should look at this is looking like August 10th, August 11th, around there, and then into December, January, and then eventually April 2022. Unfortunately, unless you're the CEO or someone who can actually cause price action, you can't do anything. So put your phone down and do SMG. I don't know what SMG means. Do something more productive or relaxing. I think that's what he means. So IV is still crazy high on this. IV, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what IV stands for. Okay. So please comment, tell me what that means. I got into Meta at 374. I got in at GME at 250. Okay. Yeah. How is it mathematically possible for them to short Meta this much? Good question. I'm totally serious. I ask, how can I not be increasing? Well, I'm going to try to answer that. A lot of the Class A dividend shares, they were not the kind that you could short. However, the common stock, the non-Class A shares, you can short, and I don't think they have to cover their positions for those. And even after the dividend is just distributed, they don't have to. However, I add this big however, there's still going to be some residual effect if they do continue shorting, because once they see the price go up after the dividend is distributed, they're going to start to shake in their boots. They're not going to remain there as they're losing money because, uh, even their short positions on the dividend stock, their short positions on the common share stock will be affected because they're not shorting two different companies. They're shorting MetaMaterials as well. You're going to have a lot more PR. You're going to have the quarterly earnings. You're going to have a company that is not afraid to uh, attack the short sellers, the hedge funds, with their PR. George Pelikaris is not somebody that is not strategically minded. He is very much aware of the effect his PR has, of timely PR, uh, whether it's after hours or right before the weekend or after hours on a Friday. When to announce a merger, reverse stock split, and dividend. Like he seems to have uh, a good handle on these kinds of things. So this person answers your merger arbitrage, along with the CEO and management not being able to do much for a bit. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a period of silence. I mean, you can only do so many things within the law. Yeah, he'll be sued by the hedge funds who lose millions, maybe, and billions, and then they'll win the lawsuit because they make the laws. We live in a corrupt world. If he's able to beat them while following their own laws, pretty much what AMC and GameStop did, it'll be so much sweeter. That the victory will be sweeter. So patience. It's going to take patience. Look at Clover, uh, Heisenberg or Hindenburg. I can never get his name, but whatever Berg attacked Chamath and his company Clover as it went public, and it was shorted to as low as $7, somewhere around there. It started. It opened when they went public. They opened around $13, $14, and then they were shorted to pretty much 50% or lower. And uh, that could only go on for so long until the stock went up to $20. So if if you're patient, good things are coming. So this is the storm we're in right now. We're in the thick of it. The stock is gonna continue to take big hits every day. It's gonna continue to be shorted. It's gonna continue to fall. Might go below $3. It might go below $2. But if you're patient and you just continue to uh, average down, you'll be rewarded by this time next year, and perhaps as soon as August the 10th. George is chatty today. They haven't updated their data yet. Okay, warmest congratulations to this lady or person, a special achievement and a testament to your contributions in advancing metamaterial science. So you confirmed what I already knew. These tweets haven't helped turn the stock price around. They need something huge, as these days are getting old. Well, you know what? This is the period of silence. You can't announce any PR or any deals with Tesla or Northrop Grumman or whoever during this period of silence. And wait, if you can't wait 21 days, I don't know what to tell you. If AMC took what was that, 6 months to squeeze, just about 6 months, February, March, April, May, June, about 5 months. Okay, it took 5 months to squeeze. GameStop, a little bit less time, but around the same amount of time. If you can't wait, if you waited 5 months for AMC to squeeze, but you can't wait 3 weeks for Meta to start moving up, then I don't know what to tell you. I think you're in the wrong game. I think you should not be investing. If your mentality is too weak, you're too weak minded, and you're just going to sell at a loss because you believe all this BS. So stop. Remember this, earnings are on August 10th, excuse me, August 10th after hours. Let me just pause the video. And so there are so many factors that are going to come to play come August 10th. Number one, we have the uh, we have the quarterly earnings on August 10th. By that time, uh, I believe they will have passed the 30-day period of silence. They can then release PR. So that's two big factors. And the third one is they're still, let's not forget, they are still on the threshold list. So by that time, they will be off the threshold list because the shorts will have to have covered their positions. Not every position, but they'll have to cover. Uh, so this is going to be a very big day, August the 10th. So look forward to that. I think that'll be the title of this video. August the 10th, quarterly earnings. This stock is going to see a big reversal from that day and moving on forward. So I'm going to say calm before the storm. This is the calm before the storm, and the storm is coming. Storm is brewing. August 10th, we're going to see the thunder. We're going to hear the thunder booming. We're going to see the lightning cracking, and the stock is going to get to shooting. So thank you very much for your time. God bless you, and God bless your investments.